What we see in the pharmaceutical industry is a push by the pharmaceutical companies to make money, which is understandable. We live in a capitalist society, and there's nothing wrong with making money at all. But with the amount of money that's invested in the large pharmaceutical companies, oftentimes they cut corners. What they like to do is commission studies for their drugs or for their medications, and they fund those studies. So naturally, those studies are oftentimes, they're biased or they're just simply wrong. And what we find is, while the FDA is trying to do its job as an administrative body and to make sure dangerous products don't get out in the market, they're understaffed, underfunded, and they're overwhelmed. So a lot of times they take as gospel the word of these pharmaceutical companies that are showing them all these studies with fancy doctors and fancy names. And usually what happens is several years down the road, as the product gets out there, people start to realize that the side effects of some of these medications are causing real problems. And then when you start looking behind at the studies that were done, oftentimes they're false and they're funded by the pharmaceutical companies. So what looked like to the FDA, wow, this is a great drug, this is the next miracle drug, is in fact a farce. And that's what we've been seeing over and over again. Or they over-exaggerate the effectiveness of their claims, or they over-exaggerate the error rate. Some studies will show a 2 to 3% harm rate, for example, for a particular pill. Well, come to find out it's a 12 or a 15% harm rate. Well, that might not sound like a lot, but if your relative or you are in that 12 to 15%, then it starts to matter. So really what we found is the drive for profits and the drive for money for these pharmaceutical companies causes them to cut corners and to frankly lie and defraud the public. For more information, you can contact Colson Hicks Idsen at our website, colson.com.